Hello, this is Nindy Kerr of Nindy's Creative Corner. Today we are going to make this cute little Hamburger Box die to put in a treat for our guys for Father's Day. This die was introduced in the June 2nd, 2015 Stampin' Up! Annual Catalog. So let's get started. This is an extra large die with 2 tags at the end. This fits on, I can't remember the stamp set, I'll put it on the thing, with the Enjoy stamp. This has a die cut heart that comes out of the tag. For this die you'll need the extended cutting pads, sheet of cardstock cut 5.5 by 11 inch wide. You can cut it shorter if you want, I just didn't. Put it on your thing. Since it has plenty of score lines, I'm going to use my crease pad, which is also extended. And I'm also going to use a shim, which is a thin thin mailing folder, and stick it under the whole thing. This will help it crease better. So you just run it through as normal. Now you may or may not need your shim depending on your Big Shot. But here we go. But by using the crease pad, all of your lines are nice and firm on cardstock. It may cut, especially if I had used the shim, it would have cut all the crease lines, or the score lines on the, if I had used designer series paper. So you do have to know your own Big Shot. So now we just fold all these lines, and since the Big Shot has done such a great job of scoring them, you just have to redo them. Make sure you're getting these little curved lines. And yes, I do fold down like in the direction that the cardstock looks like it should go. Okay, there we have the basic folds done. Now if you'll notice these little pleats, you'll just pleat them like this so they form a, I don't know, at least a little mountain top. Pinch them together and you'll put your adhesive right in here. I've tried the new Fast Fuse. It worked okay. Glue dots work okay, but they're lumpy. I decided for this one I was going to use the Tombow glue. See if it works better. You just need a little bit because you don't want it to smush out. Pinch it together. And I usually press it against the side when I'm doing the adhesive, no matter which kind I've used. And then I also want to glue it to the side of the box. So I'll just add a little bit more in there. And then press it again. Okay, that should work. If you have any glue that smushes out, just rub it off. But that should hold your box really well. So we'll repeat this with the other 3 corners on this side and all 4 corners on this side. So I'll just fast forward so you don't have to spend a long time. I forgot there were only 2 on the top half. This part folds down. These little parts that stick out, these tabs, go in a little slot right there and a little slot right there. So we will adhere this so the edges are flat to form our box top. And we'll do that on both sides. And I'll just use the Tombow again. Okay, there, our little box is done. Oops, I should have stamped on it first. Oh, I wonder if I can do that. Well, we'll try it. I'm using the Happy Father's Day stamp from the latest Paper Pumpkin kit. The cardstock I used is Wild Wasabi, and I'm using the Garden Green ink pad, although it needs to be re-inked. Use another block. Now you know how creative I have to get when I don't pay attention to what I'm doing. Stamp this on, press it together, peel it off. Okay, it turned out all right. Good, I don't have to make another one. Okay, as shown in this one, we are going to make a belly band out of the burlap ribbon. So let's close this. Make sure the bottom half tucks inside. Put the little tab through the slit on each side. And there, it will stay closed. Oops, it will stay closed. So we'll use some burlap ribbon because burlap is a more coarse texture, and hopefully you guys will like that better. No bows. My guys are not particularly fond of bows unless they're on little girls, or at least away from them. We'll overlap slightly. We'll again use our Tombow glue. Put a little bit on this end here. And on this part over here. So, and get it semi-tight, but not super tight. Then hold these ends for a second. Okay, there's our belly band. Here's the leftover cardstock. We will stamp our Happy Father's Day again. Try to at least center it between the top and the bottom. And cut it out with our decorative label punch. Now, as you notice, this is the old style ink pad. Haven't replaced all of them yet. This does do, especially since it needs to be re-inked, does do a much drier, finer line than the newer ink pads. Newer ink pads, I have to be careful because it leaves big globs sometimes, especially if they're new or freshly inked. And we'll just use some Tombow glue again on the back of this. And this will cover up our overlap in the ribbon. Of course, my guys wouldn't notice that either. They would just want to see what is inside and hope it's a treat. So some of my guys will be getting this for Father's Day. Some won't. Depends on if I have to mail it or not. Although, I don't know. I'm sure my daughter could figure out how to glue it together. Alright, so here's a nice little hamburger box for Father's Day. Or change the stamp and decoration, and you can use it for any occasion to put treats or small gifts in. So, happy contemplating on what you're going to put in it. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and leave a comment on my blog. Thanks. Bye.